all subtly different, just depends on which way it's all being pulled. But being on springs, you can run round without a signalman.
They're trailable.
Yeah, so which when I set up for myself, that's all that.
That's quite
As is this point here, that's a spring point, so you go
around and back
that way around the loop.
on the balloon loop.
All the points, or even if they're sprung, are detected electrically. So if the facing moves, you won't get the signal off unless the point is one way or the other.
Is that a homemade FPL?
That is just, there's two micro switches under there. You can just see the micro switch.
Oh yes, yeah.
Operated by these.
It's when they're over, it just makes
Yeah,
a
just yeah. And that just comes back to a sort of normal and a reverse indication relay, and then it's all taken from there. This one's actually now got the windows for the new signal box. There's nowhere else to put them. They're sitting in here.
Oh, it's lovely.
So yeah, gets quite busy in here because trains arriving, you're running round, off you go again, and it gets quite busy. So, say 10 lever frame ex Rayleigh, which is just an outside frame, no box over it. So normal working, if Molewood is open, it's miniature staff.
Yeah.
From here up to Molewood. If Molewood's out, it's key token round to Beacon Hill, and the single to double point is driven from the keys.
Right.
So if you get a release, it motors the points and then releases the key once you've got the points up the other end, positively detected for the route. So we can, with its box closed, go onto remote operator.
Oh.
As well, and that works from any end.
Right.
So that's it.
Block instruments.
Instruments are just for going across the branch here, which is this miniature little bit of track here, which we don't often use.
Yeah.
Because the main route is round there, and there's one track circuit which just forces it to train online.
Got you.
Hence the welling and all that on there. So
contact boxes on the back.
yeah, most of them are got economisers off the catch hand. Apart from there's two up here that are on the levers, on the plungers. The gravity locks are all squeezed in, and there's circuit controllers under the floor.
Under the floors as well, yeah.
Yeah. Along with all the dirt and mud.
Compact and bijou, yet still a lot of space.
Yeah, there's no. So yeah, we got them. I made a pattern and got those cast. The bloke even cast the words in, and then all I had to do was get the numbers engraved on the keys. So, likewise, a friend's got a lathe, a CNC, and knocked out all the miniature stars. Well, not all of them, but all the alloy ones. So we've got loads of them. Far more than we ever need. But yeah, it gets quite cosy in here.
I was going to say. Power supplies run off.
It's two folders. The 240 supply goes to Beacon Hill box, and then it spreads out 240 down steel wired armour. But if you switch the signalling on at Beacon Hill via the low voltage, it switches all these on. So I can, because you want to switch it on and you want to use remote operator. Well, I want this power. You don't want to keep running up and down. So all the power comes on at once. But I can go switch it to local and get this power on just on its own. Okay. Hopefully, if he says. That's all whether anything really works too well because it's
Been a while since it's
hasn't
been used. Oh yeah.
So, and then obviously if it's all the signals, all the facing moves, looking at the detection.
Yeah.
This is when they don't usually go back, but it did. When we run for the village, this is people get on and off here. Usually get on here, and then exit via next door's garden, and there'll be stalls on their garden to do.
Brilliant.
Teas, coffee, and all that stuff. Good Maze. Oh, outskirts of Liverpool Street there. They got delivered one night. I found it on my drive, still on its concrete base. Obviously, the two stencils we've added to it. That's not for the two routes into the platform. We've got a little Irish
Yeah.
one. We did a tour of Ireland in some long time ago now. I think we did about 40 boxes in about 3 or 4 days.
Jesus.
And most of it was, it was either there in work or gone.
Yeah.
But we did find a heap of scrap, and there was 2 of those, and we put them in my mate's Land Rover.
I'm going to say traditionally they're a twist normally, aren't they? Is it later? I can't remember. Later or the earlier ones were those type. Normally they've got the 2 plates on and they twist around sideways.
Yeah.
But they do have them as well.
Yeah.
They're lovely.
Do you ever come across Coniston Railway? Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, there was Major Hext was his name, and he had a 7 1/4 gauge railway at Coniston, and he died, and eventually there was an auction, and I managed to pick that double one up from that. So that obviously reads the 2 roads if you're coming across the branch.
The back blinders come out this side, don't they? Oh no, they do drop under, right? Yeah.